Well, I want to first just start off by talking a little about who I am and our practice area. I'm attorney Stephen McClelland. We're in the state of Arkansas. We do estate planning, we do probate and elder law, and a big part of our practice is making sure that we can track our productivity. That's one thing that matters to me. KPIs is a term of art that as a numbers guy, I like to know. That's where I get my measure of security, knowing that things are getting done. And so we have had used a number of platforms in the past that allowed us to input the data, but there wasn't a usable, digestible place where I could look at our data, and I somehow stumbled. I think through Clio, they indicated some third parties, and that's where we found LawKPIs. And I did a demo with them, and they kind of explained how their software worked, and it was just perfect. So I want to talk a little bit about our journey to that and why it's been so useful. So probably the number one problem I had was the amount of time I was spending creating the reports and trying to digest that information. And it was just eating up so much time. And I thought there had to be better ways. And the idea of there's got to be a dashboard, a place where I can look and see instantly where things are. And so what LawKPIs does is it takes all that data and creates a dashboard that I sign into, and I can instantly see how our productivity is going. So it saves me an immense amount of time. And I use the filters to see things differently. So for some reports, it's helpful to see a bar graph to see how productivity is going. In other cases, it's better to see things, just numbers, the totals for the year. And so we have multiple offices, and it has allowed me to just filter this office. How is this office doing compared to another office? And so the aggregate doesn't hide the productivity or the lack of productivity in one office. So that is extremely helpful. And I was doing this all by hand. I had an Excel, and it was taking me an immense amount of time to put all this data together. And then it's all put together in a great way that it's easy for me to run those reports. In addition to that, I had added an associate attorney. And so what we did was created a category of our associate attorney who would put in their time. And so I could track my associate's time. And for that, you can build productivity bonuses based on that. And that's a very easy way to hold them accountable to, are they meeting, their goals? So our practice areas are also another filter: estate planning, probate, elder law. So we wanted to see, well, how is probate doing? That's one of those things that can last from 7 to 14 months. And so by tracking those different practice areas, we could see if there was any areas where things were dipping or slowing down, or maybe we need to emphasize a certain practice area with our advertising. So it's incredibly valuable, not just to put the data in, but to be able to digest it and to make decisions based on that. So it's not, oh, it feels good this month, right? You can actually look at a report and have something that shows you that. One thing I like about LawKPIs is that they send me a report every Friday. You can, I think, schedule it however you want to, but for me, I like to look at that on Friday to see how things are going. And those reports can be office reports, associate reports. And so we can look at things before the end of the month, and that lets us know, are we on pace for things? I like the bar graph because it shows me, okay, typically our busiest months are October. I don't know why that is. I've just guessed that maybe it's the Halloween costumes that people start thinking about death, and it's busier in this month. I don't know. Or people are just trying to get their plans ready when their kids come into town for the holidays, and they say, hey, we did our estate plan. I don't know what it is, but October is typically busier. And also March, so we can track those trends. And so if you if you know a month is slower, you may want to advertise more in those months instead of the months that you're busier. So you're spending money to kind of even that out is kind of important. It was relatively simple with LawKPIs. Their onboarding, they made it simple to set up the reports. They were very, what worked for me, they were very accommodating to what I was looking for, the data I needed to make my decisions. And that was very happy. It wasn't just a cookie cutter report. It was very customized to what I needed. And so I really appreciated them going through the different iterations of, well, let's tweak it this way. And this is the data that I'm looking for. And that really helped give us a product that can help us make good decisions. And we've enjoyed that partnership, and it has served really well for our practice as we've scaled and as we've grown, to make sure that we've got data behind the things that we do. So in the end, I would encourage looking at LawKPIs, do a demo, see if it works and how it can be implemented. They've got some great resources that really help attorneys make decisions, and I definitely would recommend it for folks who really care about those KPIs and want to make sure that that they're tracking things the right way.